I'm on here, man. Shit. That one. Oh, you know what? I'd have to be. Okay. Okay. I need to be on here. Let's see if this dang computer will act right here for me. Let's see here. Yo, I'm in live chat right here. I'm trying to see here. Come on. As long as see something on there. All right. Be right at it. All right. Could you guys see that text over there? I put a text in there in the little chat thing here. Trying to make sure I can see it on the screen here. One. Maybe you guys can't see that. I mean, it's. Let's see. What's saying I'm off? Son of a bitch. All right, let me. I'm trying to get it where I can see the chats right here, but it's saying I'm offline, and I know I'm online. So I'm just trying to make sure here. I really want to be able to see the screen over here. Whoops, sorry about the cup. It's my tea cup. I lost my other cup. Okay, guys. I don't know why this thing's saying offline on my side here. Damn it. hold on a second. We're getting an update. You're not waiting for me. I'm online. Okay. Well, I'm trying to get it where I can chat with you guys here on this other one. That's what I'm trying to get it going here. But hey, I'll fire it up tonight, guys. Oh my gosh. Tell you what, welcome to Live Dangerous Arm. We'll get this thing going here. Want to welcome you guys. I don't know what's going on with my computer here. You know, I'm trying to. I don't know why it's not. It's receiving data on my phone. I see that there's people on the phone here. Damn it. Okay. Well, that's why I was stalling out tonight, guys. Dicking around with this thing, man. I'll tell you what, this computer shit sometimes will get you. Can you guys hear me fine? Can you hear me fine out there? I can't see on the computer here, so I'm going to have to look on my phone here. Anyone give me a holler? Shout out to everyone. Let's see here. It says it's loading. Still says I'm offline on the computer. Hey, you know, we're going to work through this. I'm going to get this shit up and running correctly. I don't know why it's trying to act a fuss, man, because I'm online. I know I am. Bullshit. You're not waiting for me. Yeah. Alright, so. Sorry, I can't see the chat. I really want to see you guys chat, you know, because I want to holler at you guys, because, you know, I want to get this shit going on, man. I was watching Full Press the other day. Man, oh man. Woo. Okay, here we go. We got some action. Now it's looking like it's saying something. There we go. Looks like we got a good stream on the computer. Here we go. Alright, hold on here. I'm trying to find where it says chat. Then we're ready to roll. Damn it. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to figure out what this thing is here. Okay, there's a live chat down here. Okay, here we go. Michael. Hey, Michael. DJ. Rolando. What's happening? All right, now I can see. Let me see if I type in here. Oh, yes. Yep. Yeah, so that was messed up about Full Press, though, wasn't it, guys? Man, oh, man. So, all right. Here's the deal. I'm going to try not to go long tonight on this, but showed you a couple grips. Hope you guys like them. I know they're a little bit advanced, but I'm telling you, you know, we got to stay ahead of the game here, man. You know, that really concerns me about BT Bone Thrower, where he, you know, getting kicked out of the casino. I've seen where they were saying how he's potentially, he said he knows that he'll eventually be banned and all that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So, you know, of course, I took off all of our live stream. We're no longer on the live stream with the, you know, in the casino. I mean, it's just not worth it, whatever. You know, fuck that. It's not worth getting kicked out of the casino. It's not worth having your money, you know, messed with, that kind of thing. But I was wanting to have, like, it, you know, pulled up a couple edits with Full Press. What he was saying, man, because it was, I mean, that was, did you guys see that? His last video by any chance? While I'm talking about it? I don't see anything on the thing. Are you guys talking? I don't know. So yeah, if you didn't see it though, it's worth seeing. That's a long one right there. Long rollout 4. I'm just kind of throwing around here a little bit. But, you know, in our last live stream, we were talking about, I was mentioning how, yes, thank you, Michael. Mr. Norton. Yeah, I'm just using a hardway throw right now, hardway set with this right now. I'm trying to get it warmed up, so I've got a whole bunch of things I want to cover. Here's what I want to cover tonight with you guys. While I'm just throwing, I'm not really concerned on the throwing, right, like rolling. You guys will see me roll, but I want to start talking on these live streams, like, you know, getting the chat going, talking to you guys, and because I think you guys got a lot of great ideas, you know, and it's I think it's pretty neat. But I was thinking, you know, here's what I got written down for Dangerous Arm. Look, man, don't. I mean, I'm not telling what to do, but I was listening to Full Press, and you know, his last several, you know, episodes, videos I know he had been talking about making, you know, bringing out like 300, couple hundred every time. Now, you know, I always knew that they would be watching and things like that, and I always knew that, I always felt like, you know, a couple hundred isn't going to hurt them at a time. Well, it doesn't hurt them. Come on, they have millions. Yeah, that was messed up, Rolando. RT. But sounds to me, I don't know for sure, but it just sounds like he was taking, you know, probably a cool 800 to a stack out of the same casino. I know he travels around, but, you know, it occurred to me, you know, man, you got to be careful, man. I mean, if, you know, once your game starts getting, you know, like that, man, you know, you got to be careful. And I'm not telling you what to do, but I've been sitting back thinking about this stuff, man. And, you know, taking 300, let's just put it this way. I put a video out, and the casino or the Vegas fellas were, you know, hollering at me many, many videos ago. And they said that the way they run it in Vegas is they'll do like 20 or 30 casinos, because I think they have like 100 and something casinos out there. 20 or 30 casinos, you know, whatever, throughout the month. And they'll only frequent the casino one time. Like they do like a circuit. You know, they'll only go to one, you know, those 30 casinos, in the next month they'll come back and they'll, you know, rerun it, redo the whole circuit again. But they won't visit the same casino twice in the same month. And I think that's awesome. I mean, I think that's where it's at. I mean, they're really, really getting strict on it, guys. You know, I'm seeing some of you mentioning how they're shutting you down on setting the dice and, you know, just setting the dice. You know what I mean? Where they want you to just pick them up and roll, and that sucks. But you can get around that too. But another thing I was thinking about, so watch, you know, screw the player's card and watch how much money you're taking out of the same casino all the time. Don't wear out your welcome. I'm just saying, you know, I wouldn't wear out your welcome. It's not good, man. It's not good. Like I said, I'm just throwing a hardway set here with this. Right here, we don't have any dice set or anything like that. Okay, it's another 9 on that one. So, where was I going with that? Okay, so, you know you've got the talent. Don't show them all your goods. Again, I'm not saying, you know, what to do and all that. You know, I'm not that kind of, you know, person, whatever. But Press is good, man. You know, he's real nasty, and, you know, he was mentioning, like, rolling for an hour and half an hour and things like that. Myself, I wouldn't do it. That's just me. I mean, you know, the game's too tight. The best way to do it is like the casino do, or the Vegas boys are saying. You know, but where I'm at, and I've never mentioned where I was at, my name, none of that shit, man, because I'm not into that. You know, I'm here trying to put this stuff out. And, you know, it does make me nervous, because I know we got trolls out there watching us. You know, they're watching me. They're blowing up Full Press. Boston Dice as well. You know, they've been kicked out of the casinos. Okay, there goes my 7 out. Double. That's how it happens, talking. But that was a double pitch. That gives me a dice set. So, I wouldn't show my game. Like me, I won't roll for an hour, guys. I won't be in there rolling for an hour. I won't do that. I won't let my rolls probably extend more than 20 now. That's just me. I'm telling you straight. You know, you can rock out how you want, but I wouldn't myself. I mean, you know, it all depends. But nah, because for me, I don't want to fuck shit up, man. I want to get the money and get the hell out of there. You know, they do have facial recognition. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Where it takes your body and does all that contouring and all that bullshit. And some people say it's not that good, but you got to remember the technology we have right now is 30 years behind the actual technology they have. And I don't want to get into too much of what I know, because it just gives them a better profile, you know, and so whatever with that. But let me go ahead and hit this thing real quick. No, by the way, to answer a question, It's I'm not smoking a cigar. So basically, that's number one on the list. These aren't in order, but I have a whole thing, and I'm hoping to be able to cover them. Hope this makes a lot of sense to you guys, though. I was trying to put this out yesterday, but got stalled out on some things. So don't show them your full game, man. You know, for the pros, elites, people with really nice SRs, don't do that, man. You know, because they're going to know. You know, when you just got to think when you go to these same casinos over and over throughout the week, you got to understand that they're building data on you. They do not, I mean, they do not want to see you winning over and over. And believe me, that's a huge problem for them. They don't like that. I mean, they shouldn't mind because it's not like fucking. I mean, shit, man. I mean, there's more of us out there. You know, there's more than Dangerous Arm and Full Press. You know, we're out here. You know, it's just you got to really be careful when you're about these monies, man. You know, you're about these monies. You want to stay on it and keep low key. Because I'm telling you, I said my last live stream, we're like hackers, guys. I mean, we're in a battle. We're in a battle. You know, they're taking down Full Press. Think about this shit, man. This is shit that should be in a book, because if they ban Full Press all the way out of Kansas, okay, that's very feasible. Let's say they ban him all the way nationwide. Because I heard he was talking about his nephew and things like that. 15 minutes after having the card, boom, he was out. I mean, that sucks. Now you got to do other stuff. I won't mention anything here because, you know, we might have some trolls trying to tap in, whatever with that. But, I mean, you want to get your money. You don't want to build up the profile too much. And you kind of, you know, you're going to have to, like, try to blend in. But like I was saying about the book shit, I mean, you remember Dominic, Dominic Larigio, you know, he's like not the father of all this, but he's right there. You know, you got, I think it was before him, it was, I can't remember what his name's called. Damn it. Anyway, he's a boss, right? He got kicked out of Mississippi and other casinos, you know, various casinos, Atlantic City, all that kind of stuff. Now that's hurt his profits, so he's had to go into other things, right? And, you know, whatever, I don't know what his money status is. But myself, I would not want for that to happen, even if I didn't care about the money. It's more than that. It's the fact that you're on their radar. I know I heard Full Press say, BT say, Bone Thrower say that, you know, they're investigating him for cheating in the casino. That shit can go just nationwide really quick, you know, on the computer systems, guys. I'm just telling you, that's the way it is. So, and you really don't want that reputation. And when you go in, I know it sucks, especially for people later on that might see this who are new to the craps game and just new to casinos. You know, they're going to think, well, why? Well, dude, why would they care if you win? I mean, come on, whatever. Well, no, they care if you win, and you're showing up a couple times, 3, 4, 5 times a week, and you're banging them out 300-400, whatever. They do. I used to not think that they. I used to think that they didn't care, but now I'm completely. You know, I've changed. My views have been changed on that. I fully feel like they definitely care and I've been doing some research, and it is a fact. If you're going in winning every time, you're getting data built up on you, man. I can't stress to you, man. I'm fired up about that. So, just you got to heed that. So, and that was my number 2, nationwide banning of players videotaping. We got Bone Thrower and Boston Dice, just to mention a couple. That sucks. And that's why I always say never use a card, guys. Never use a card. I never do that. You know, it's bad enough they have my voice on here, to be honest. But, hey, I want to give a holler. This isn't, you know, my little program notes aren't in order and everything, but I want to give a holler at, and we'll get back to the Bone Thrower thing here in a minute. 'Cause it's just huge. It's huge because this shit can be in a book, man, as far as I'm concerned. This could be in a book. You know, if they would actually ban him nationwide, I would not know anyone that's banned nationwide but Bone Thrower. You know, because, well, he's badass. Yeah, I know some people are like, oh, whatever, you know, maybe he didn't, you know, make some of the best decisions. You know, I'm not here, you know, to judge anyone. You know, that's not my job. I just know that, you know, we all make mistakes, and, you know, we got to watch our mistakes when it comes to these casinos. You know, because they'll let you, you know, slip in. Like, they could be, you know, They could be kind of like a dope. If you ever know of like police and the dope charges, they got the kingpin charges. They'll bust the kingpin dudes, and I've never had any affiliation with any of that stuff. I'm just saying, I do have buddies that are cops and things like that. I do know that the affiliate or the shit. Sorry, damn it. Fuck. All right, let me move on. It'll come back. Shit. All right. Sorry about that, man. Damn it. It sucks. All right, look, I want to give a holler out to Easy, though, guys. To a holler out to Easy Way. Fired up about that, man. I guess he dropped out of the game, or, he did a hell of a thing, was dropping videos and things like that. It was good to see him not show his face. That's, what, I believe in, with what they're doing in the casinos these days. Just look at the ads. They're starting to hit people, man. They're starting to hit people, guys. But I guess I didn't realize that, he had a lot of haters. I knew he had a lot of views and a lot of people liked him. You know what I mean? I like him. I like, have appreciated his videos. I mean, I certainly have. He delivers very smoothly. He articulates very well. I get excited. He can, keep it going real nice. So, I want to give a shout out to Easy Way. And if he's not going to put out any more videos, I understand. But, what I got to say is about them busters, man. Fuck them little nuts, man. Excuse my mouth, but, fuck them busters, man. I mean, whatever with that. It is rough out here. You have a nasty roll. And see, Easy Way didn't have to, he didn't have to come on and, put out these videos. But he came on real nicely and put out some really nice videos for us. And, I appreciate Easy. I really do. I mean, that was a heck of a thing. So I'm sad to see that he's not putting out any more videos. I was wondering why he wasn't, But I guess that's what's going on. But as soon as I seen that, I had to jot that down. Like, I wanted to make sure that I really stress hard to, about appreciation for Easy Way and give a big fat holler. And I know he's got some nice videos up there. I don't know if he's, dropped them off or anything like that. But it's something I've been meaning to do for a while. Now I'm not bone thrower, man. If I don't know how this is going to go, guys. I normally have to concentrate more, so I'm just kind of talking. It's more on the talking, trying to get this out about the Easy Way and all this happy stuff. Because I think it's messed up, man. You know what I mean? Dude has a nice, smooth throw. I mean, he's bad, man. He's got a nice throw. That dude can roll the dice. No shit. That's what we're here for. We're about rolling the dice, not, I don't know, bro. Oh, yeah, please expand on it in the future for soft. Okay. I will, Mr. Norton. I will definitely do that. Expand on the back at some point. There's so many videos I want to do, man. Just, bring this information to you, with these new grips and things. And I just get caught up with, so many other things I'm doing. Well, you just seen it right there. You just seen a Dangerous Arm 3 and out. You just seen it. Woo! I was with an all 7. Didn't move on me. So anyway, I'll focus on the talking for a minute. Cause that's really what I want to do. Because I'm not bone thrower. He's a master at that. Unless I, just get in the zone. But anyway, so that's a big 3 and out. Whew, that's tough. That's just no concentration right there. But you seen it here. You seen it here. That'll probably be the only time anyone ever sees that. Because next time I'll be concentrating. It won't be no three and out bullshit. I guarantee you that. But yeah, he's an excellent explainer, articulator. So I want to, big shout out to Easy Way. Thanks, Easy, for doing your thing, man. If you don't want to put another video out, whatever, man. You know what I mean? Whatever, man. I mean, you got it going on. You got a family you're taking care of. You can just go on in the sunset, make your money like we're all here to do, and not share it with anyone. There's nothing wrong with that, Well, we're going to put him on the front page of Dangerous Arm. You guys have probably seen the front page where we have just a very select few of people up there. We have Bone Thrower, then we have Dominic Larigio, the Dom from Golden Touch. I know some people don't like him. I like him. I mean, as when I first came on to it, it was only him. There was no one else, really saying nothing. So then you got someone else who I haven't seen in a long time, is the Ninja. You know, Koga Ninja. He's a badass too. But anyway, so we're gonna put him on the front of our page. So, but I want to give a shout out. Thanks to Bone Thrower for giving that information out in the last video. That was great information. Just great, various information you were, sharing with us. Appreciate that. So, okay, guys, let's get into some nitty gritty here. Let's get into some nitty gritty. The kind of things that we're seeing on, with Dangerous Arm, Craps, and Bone Thrower, BT, he was showing his in shot, okay? Now, I noticed how he was using that, one of my loves, 5424 dice set, which I'm going to break this down now because I haven't really broke this down. Now, you see me 7 out, not the second 7, but the first 7. I really wasn't concentrating, but what I went through the motions and then I changed the dice over to I think it was an all 7 set. It really wasn't the dice set for that 7, but I don't really know how that 7 out really should have went. Because, when you, let's say you roll, right? I'm going to get back to this. I won't digress, believe me, real quick. Whatever grip you're rolling, and then say you 7 out, right? Oh, yeah. Hey, Loss, 756 Craps, I see you. Good to see you. Yep. Oh, yeah, he's bad. Hooterville special set, huh, DJ? I love it. See, I love it. I can see this now because I can't, look over at my phone. But look, here's the deal. You roll, and then you finally 7 out, right? Now, I notice Full Press hinting on he's getting into making adjustments. I'm just going to tell you guys, as I hit my little pipe here, I'm going to really get into that because no longer do I go into rolling, making money or practice sessions with, just a set dice set. I don't go in with the set dice set. And I still love all the dice sets I showed all you guys. Don't get me wrong. But what I've been doing for several months now is on the low. That's why I keep coming out on my videos saying I'm using a hardware set because I haven't 7'd out to determine the dice set that I need. I now allow the dice to let me know what dice set to use. So that's why I use the hardware set. And I was listening to Bone Thrower the other day. Seems like he's on it too. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. This is, and I know this might not be new shit, but this is something that's really getting drilled into hard. Because I hadn't seen many people going into these kind of things. Let's see. Hey, Jacob, good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you. We're on here. We've been on here for a minute. Michael Norton. Dice Sensei Rock. Oh, yep. Yes, absolutely. Where has Dice Sensei been at anyway? I mean, is he okay? Anyone know? I haven't seen anything out from him in a minute. He rocked. He did rock. I mean, I didn't care for him putting his face in. I mean, I wouldn't put my face right in the camera myself, especially when you can roll. That's just not a thing you want to do if you're, looking to be in the game long term. I mean, really, it's not something you want to do. Recent sub. Oh, okay. Hey, appreciate that, Jacob. Appreciate that. We're always glad to have, new subscriber. We definitely keep them coming. Now, we did delete we deleted the live stream. Sorry, guys. We had to delete them. They're on us. I just can't, I'm not going to fool around with that, man. And, all right, I don't mean to digress. Let me get back to the 7 thing. Sorry, guys. Get excited. Hey, big holler out to you, Jacob. Appreciate you viewing. Everybody else that's new to the live stream, Dangerous Arm. This is something we're going to be doing. We're not going to commit to, saying twice a week, but we'd like to lean towards a minimum of once a week. And we're going to have some really nice things going on, where I'll have it set up where, I have the music going. Then, I'll show clips from like, maybe scenes that I've thrown and then break it down, really like, drill this shit in. But I can only get so much done, at a time. So anyway, the dice control. This is a new era, guys. You know, I just think the way to go. Let's put it this way: new era. This is in my just my opinion. You got an all sevens. You got an all seven set. Okay. You got an all seven set you can use. You got one of my favorites. This is that 5424. That's what I call a half seven. You know, like half a moon, half seven. So, you know, there's three type of seven grips in my opinion. All seven set, half seven set right here. Now here's the other one that I really like. When I'm throwing tight, but just enough where I'm not throwing too tight. See, because if you're throwing too tight, you don't want to roll. Sorry, when you're throwing too tight, you don't want to roll that all seven set because your dice aren't going to move. You know, you're going to be sevening out too quick. You know, you'd be able to get away with, you know, the hard way set. And that's when you can get away with the hard way set. If your dice aren't moving too much, you're landing on hard ways. You know, you're maybe getting one turn, you know, where you're getting 5-3 or 4-5, you know, these kind of things. You know, or maybe it's opening up. You know, you're getting 6, you know, 8s like that kind of thing. That's okay. You know, you're keeping it kind of tight, you know, and it doesn't veer off where you're doing, you know, crazy shit where your dice, it's double pitching, then you're 7 out. See, that's what we want to avoid. So the third one, if you're throwing tight, but just a pinch, and this is where you got to know your roll, just a pinch off of the tightness, and you'll know what I'm talking about. You use a 5-3-4-2. That's a off 7 set, guys. This is one I've been jamming. It's really nice. Now remember, if you're throwing tight, like too tight, you know, you don't want to use the all 7 set, but you can get away with that 5-3-4-2 like that. And another thing, I don't. A lot of the times when I throw these sevens, I try to angle it down a little bit of angle, not straight down, but you know, get a little bit of angle on it. So, and that's what I'm liking to do with a lot of those grips that I've showed to you lately. So, so you have also you have 3 different type of sevens, guys. All 7 set, half 7 set, then an off 7, all 7 ALL, half 7. I'm just not sure if I'm coming across clear, so that's why I'm repeating it. So I apologize, guys. Then you have an off 7, OFF. So those are the 3 I like working with. Hey, X. Hey, good to see you. Glad you finally, you know, caught the live stream. Did you guys get the countdown? Did you see the countdown? I messed up and was started 40 minutes late. Sammy, hey, what's up, Sammy? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, holler at me. So, hey, you guys have any questions? Because I felt bad on the. See if I have any other notes. Only other thing I really have is being paranoid for the right reasons. No, being paranoid for the right reasons. You know, once you start, you know, really. I hope I'm not showing up in that. I don't think I did. You know, once you really start developing your game. Which set? Which set, Mr. Rolando? Which set, Rolando? I'm sorry. What set are you referring to? That would work. The question is, do you think this set would work on a bouncy table? Which set? Because that's my table is all bouncy. It's not hard. It's a bouncy table because the tables in this area are really bouncy. So you know, were you referring to the half 7 or the off 7 set, or because it really what matters is it doesn't matter the table you're on, guys. It doesn't matter once you start zeroing in on the wet like Mr. Thunder said. You got to know where your 7's coming from. The all 7s. Yeah, oh yeah, I love the all 7s on the soft table. Love it. The only issue is when you'll get one. It's kind of a little bit high. It's a little bit high, and you get this little double bounce. You'll know what I'm talking about. Cause we're talking dice control, and you know, the hell, someone's texting on the phone. You know, you're going to throw a certain consistent throw, and your dice are going to land a certain way, right? So you'll notice when your dice land a little funky, and then they'll do this like extra hop. That's what you want to be careful on the bouncy table, because that does happen, and I'll be on nice rolls, and I'll throw a roll where the the dice will be flying really nice, but I give them a little bit too high and they land and they pop up. You know, they pop up and they get this extra bounce instead of, you know, kind of landing and going in. Because I really want to get a land and go in. I don't want to land and then like trampoline. And that's what you're going to have on a bouncy table like this. But again, that's the way the tables are around here, guys. You know, they're trying to shut us down. You know, they're shutting Bone Thrower down. I had to get the live streams out of there. Thank God I've never showed my face or nothing. Hey, my God. And if you guys plan on getting on here doing some videos, and you're pretty slick, and I'm not implying that I'm slick, you guys know how it is, I just would not be showing your face. I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that, you know, because then they have you marked. They have you marked. I mean, hell, what easier photo can you get? You go on Twitter, Facebook, people, you know how people do now. Hey, I'm a narcissist. I want to go ahead and put my face out here. Everybody can see me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, shit. See, just the way I think, they have your photo. Now, eventually, everything, now, some people might think conspiracy, but I don't have the time to back up these theories and things right now. But I mean, there's actual established proof of the technology being 30 years of what we have right now. So just keep that in mind. Okay, oh, yeah, be slick, yeah. Absolutely, that's right. I've been wearing a mask since day one, man. I'm going to continue to do that. All my videos anymore, I'm going to try to just show my arm. Just the arm and the hand, that's it. Not even any of the body. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I'm weaning out, thinning out some of the videos as well. You know, it's just one of them things. You got to do it. I mean, if they're coming, let's just put it this way. I don't know if anyone else is putting any videos out hardcore like, excuse me, Bone Thrower or me. So, you know, he has over 1,000 subscribers. We're pushing 700. You know, he's like number one. We're like number two as far as, you know, that goes, the views and all the happy stuff. So, who would you go to look at on the internet? Who's always putting videos? I would go right to Bone Thrower or Dangerous Arm. They're always, you know, putting a video. Here, look at what I'm doing. Shit, let me check them out. Oh, you got live video? Let me check that out. Oh, yeah, let me try to get a makeup of them. Let me see their mannerisms. All that old shit, man. So, I'm just telling you, you know, be very wary. I remember someone mentioned at the beginning when I did my first live stream. We did our first live stream. And he said, be careful about where you, he said, be careful to not eat where you shit. You know, and you know, look what's happened to Bone Thrower. So, you know, be paranoid for the right reasons, guys. You guys have any questions, though? I mean, you guys, shit. Let's open it up. Let's open it up. What's up, Lost? Careful with those oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I've got to go through the my videos. I hear you on that. I won't repeat that, but I hear you. I hear you on that, Lost. Absolutely. I was doing that last night, thinning out everything because that just marks you up. That's why I don't have any of those down my arm too much. Just, you know what I mean? Upper arm mainly, but hey, you're right on it, Lost. Heck yeah. Hey, that's why I wanted to come on and, you know, get this set up where I can see you guys chatting here so, you know, we can open it up. Now, this might sound funny, but eventually where I want to be, where we want to be, guys, we're going to look to have phones. And then you can call in and, you know, ask questions and we'll, you know, discuss different things on craps. You know, how do you feel about from the end with some speed on them, 2 to 4 inches from the back, keep the dice low. Oh yeah, PT Rocks. That sets, that works. Oh yeah, I push the dice in the Premier Grip. Okay, with some speed on them, 2 to 4. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I'm all about 2 to 4 inches. It's something I heard him mention that the other day about landing the dice within 6 inches of the wall, and he said, you know, actually a little bit tighter than that. I think he said like 3 inches, 3 or 4 inches. And you're absolutely right. I mean, I really like to keep them tight, especially with a bouncy table. But hey, it doesn't matter what table you roll on. Once you start doing the finding out, determining the way that your dice roll, you know, are rolling out, you know, the way you're sevening, and the way that's really going to work is when you're a consistent roller. So sorry if anyone out there isn't consistent. It's just a part of the game. Once you get consistent, you can start doing that, and I assure you, that is how you're going to make the money. Hey, what's up, Harry? What's going on? Let's see. I think that once you have a constant rhythmic throw, you should be able to see repeating numbers, and that will help in finding the right set. Hey, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I mean, you guys have great ideas. You know, I want to hear about them. I mean, I don't, you know, I have never said that I know everything. I just only claim that I can burn up the felt. There's no doubt about it. Dangerous enough that I don't want to be nothing on anything on film but my voice, and I'm thinking about changing that, to be honest. I actually have the voice software. You know what I mean? So I just don't want our viewers to get pissed, you know, and I haven't figured out the voice yet. So I've got the mic. I got a pretty decent mic here. I've been working with it. Let's see this right here. It's a good, it's pretty nice, man. Didn't cost much, but I mean, this sucker right here, I'll tell you what. Let me see. I'll turn. It's called a Blue. It's hooked up to my computer. I'm not, well, you know what? You know, I'm not sponsored or anything by them guys, but it's a Blue microphone condenser. It's really nice. I mean, it with my deep voice, I come across really clear about a foot from the mic. I mean, it's really nice. So anyway, with that, but yeah, you know, once you have established your throw and you are put that back up there, you are have a consistent roll. I mean, the sky's the limit. You know, at that point, it's going to be how narcissistic are you? You know, are you going to, you know, tell people about how much you're taking out of the casinos, or are you going to keep it low key? See what I mean? That work from the back using the throw I described. Sorry, please. Sets that work from the back using the throw I described on the bouncy table. Huh? Let's see. Hold on here. Push. Okay, so I'm not understanding, Mr. Norton. I'm trying to understand here. I'm sorry. So let's see. Push the dice Premier. Okay, use Premier grip from the back with some speed on them. 2 to 4 inches from the back, keeping the dice low. Bone throw rocks sets that work on a bouncy table from the end. Okay. I like all 7 from the end. You know, I like all 7 from the end. You know, I love the all 7. Whether it's the Super Grip all 7 or the, and that, you know, I don't really throw from the end with a Premier Grip too much, to be honest. Orlando. They also have a shorter tail with a hard surface, and I do go with the all 10-4. Oh yeah, 10 for 30. Press it twice. Take it. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's the best way to do. You know, take your money down. But you know, from the back, I don't do too much Premier Grip from the back. I don't. I just, you know, want to say that. But I do use this one here from the back. Here. Like that one from the back. Then this one here, where it's 2 finger. Let me see here. I have 2 fingers on it. See, I have them like that. So I use the 1 finger like that from the back. I use the 2 finger from the back. And the reason I use these is because it breaks up the dice really well. I like breaking up the dice really well. I'm an all 7s guy from the back. I think 5424. 5424. I've got a ton of dice sets and things. Let's just put it this way. These are all dice sets right here that I have, you know, with my dice, you know, don't use on video anymore. Like this is, of course, a dice set that you can use from the back. The half 7 we went over. You can use the 6-3, 6-4 dice set. See right there, boom. Like that. That's a good one. From the back, that's just a hard weight set right there. I haven't looked in these in a minute because, you know, it all depends. You know, it all depends from the back. You know, what you're throwing, how your roll is rolling out. I mean, this is where, you know, I'm really trying to get you guys to see, because that's where I'm at. I mean, I threw a 50 or 51 the other night with it was this one right here. I just couldn't believe it, man. I said, oh my gosh. What's that work with that on the, oh, okay. Bone Thrower's last video, laser push throw on on a soft table. What set will work that on a bouncy tip? He didn't. Did he really show how he was setting up the dice in his hand? Did I miss that? I don't remember him showing how he was setting the dice up in his hand. Was that at the end? I might have cut. I'm sorry. I might have cut it off right before the very end. I apologize. Okay. Super grip 5623. SR2 landing between. Ah, yes. It's for. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's nice. See, that's what you want, 4242. Oh. Oh. Like those. Okay, Mr. North. So 4242. Is that from the back? Hard way you like? 4242? I like that one too. That's like my secondary hard way. They're all the same, but it just seems like when I don't know. I always prefer that 5454. But that's like my secondary right there. The 4242. Then my third is the 2323. Yeah. So. Yep. But shoot though, hit this thing. You guys are making money out there at the casinos using some of these strategies. Okay, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna tell you something right now, man. This dude, Bone Thrower. Ah, good loss. Did you do good this weekend, loss? Hey, Norton, Mr. Norton, Michael. Hey, yeah, Bone Thrower. That throw from the end, that low. I've got a low throw, but that just segues into something else I want to go into. I wanted to try that full grip. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, that full grip. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'll be in there, watching my shows, whatever, this kind of thing, Survivor, whatever I'm watching. Just yeah. Oh man, greed. Oh my gosh, you got to pull the money down. I mean, now, when you make those adjustments, absolutely, totally agree. When you make these adjustments, I'm just saying I think this is the new way in dice control. Because I remember so many times getting frustrated, going, well, I'm going to use my favorite, was it, damn it, 644, I'm on the spot and I can't think of it. Damn it. Ah, shit. 4-2. Damn it. Alright, so I can't think of the damn 4-3. Because I've been using, different sets now. Anyway, let's just say whatever dice. It doesn't matter what dice set it is. Whatever you're using. You're like, oh, I love this dice set. It works today. It might not work tomorrow. Then it might work the next day. You know what I mean? Then it might come back. You never know. You never know. A lot of times, when your dice set's solid. But here's the thing I can't stress to you. Myself, my hands aren't the same every day. They're not the same every day because I work with them and things like that, and building stuff. So, there's some variance in how my hands grip the dice and how I'm able to grip the dice. That kind of thing. So, I will use, I've got so many different, you guys know, I've got a million different grips. Not a million, but I've got a lot of different grips. How do I stay on all of them? Well, here's what I do. I'll walk up to my table and I'll be open-minded, and I'll just go with whatever grip, I'll grab the dice and I'm like, oh, okay, well, go ahead and try that. And that's basically how I do, at the house. And then before I go to the casino, I'll, practice out whatever grip I'm going to use for that day. And I pretty much will stick with whatever grip is working for me for that day. I won't jump around to other grips pretty much unless I've ran that grip into the ground and I'm starting to get a burnout. And you guys know what I'm talking about. When you've been throwing for hours, you get burnout and you're like, oh shit, I really should go sit down. You go sit down, you're like, screw the other grip. Let me go ahead and try the super grip or something different. Then you get into another grip, then what you do is you really are analyzing how the dice are rolling, and you see that your dice roll one way, and then you'll say, well, they did this, so let me make this small adjustment this way, and then keep rolling. Next thing you know, you're rolling 20s, 30s. Not always, but when you make that adjustment, the key for the adjustment is to make the money. When you make the adjustment, it's only to make the money. You're not giving up on a dice set that you wanted. It's not that. It's just, you know, we're strictly about making money. But we won't talk about it because that just brings too much heat. And you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to do that. I'm glad I never really had got into that too much because it's not worth it. Because, the casinos will say, oh, so Dangerous Arm is making this much money. Where's he making that much money at? Let's go check him out. $5 million. No, fuck that. I'm just putting it out there, guys. So, but that's the way I do it, though. I'll roll. I'll, whatever grip I'm using for that day, I'll pretty much stick to that grip. And that's the grip that, I'll be dominating with for that day. I might be able to change different grips every day and not use, my premier grip, just use all these other grips. And that's okay. It's all about what grip that, your hand, it's not like your hand's talking to you, but your arm and everything, however they're feeling, not everyone's younger, not everyone's older, whatever, always going to be limber. But, I just think that is when you drill down into it, it just, I've been met with so much frustration trying to stick with the same dice set and make it work, and that is not the way. This is the new way. Believe me. You heard Bone Thrower. Sounds like Bone Thrower's on it too. You make adjustments. You actually study how your dice roll. Oh, hey Rasta. Hey, what's up? Just seen you come in. Harry, okay, I think you have to find your own dice sets. Yeah, everyone has a different throw, and even the smallest changes. Absolutely. That's why ring your dice is so important. You're totally on it. That's what I'm saying, man. I hate to beat a dead horse, Harry, but that is what's up. Lost. Let's see. Lately, I've been using the Garrison's method, turning the point to the inside number, and not worrying about the dice set. Your thoughts? Well, what do you mean turning the point to the inside number? Like, so you'll take the point and you'll play that on the place bets, like inside? Is that... See, that's why we got to have the calls. Why we're going to have the calls, so that way I can understand you better. We can, you know what I mean? I mean, this is great, but, we can really, nail this out, drill down into it, because you guys have great ideas. I see 0.4 make 3-1 kiss. Sorry, no, I turned the 6 and the 2 on the inside of the dice. She turned the 6 and the 2. Like this, 3V with 51 in the middle. Ah, okay. I see. I don't know, man. I'm really strong about my dice sets. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm like, hey, this dice set, da da da. It's not that. It's really what dice set, what Harry was saying, what he said. It's all individual based. I can try these dice sets out and give them to you till the cows come home. But what I'm hoping is you'll try them, and you'll be able to manipulate from what maybe I passed on to you, and hopefully, I'm going to be putting out some videos where it's going to show me 7 out. And I don't want to, because I'm going to have to expose myself. But you're going to see me 7 out. You've seen the little 3. That was bullshit. But, I mean, I don't even remember the last time I 3'd out. That's funny. Like I said, I'm the first person to tell you. I'm not like full press. Like I said, I've never seen anyone in my life that can talk you through a 20s, 30s, 40s, man. Dude, it's tough. I mean, that is the best shit ever. That's the best shit ever. I love that. I'm not on that level. Rarely. I can get there a small percentage of the time. Mostly, I have to focus and concentrate. And how I get my thing is I'll be throwing, and I'm thinking about, not more or less. I'm watching how the dice are rolling, how they're bouncing off and things like that. But I'm not putting as much energy into that as much as how I'm actually setting the dice in my hand. Whatever grip I'm doing, I'm trying to do that grip 100% perfectly. That way there's no kink in the chain there. And as I'm trying to focus on that, and I'm focused on that, it slowly puts me in some kind of trance. And next thing I know, I'm looking up and I'm like, damn, that was another 20 or 30. Silly. But that's just the way I do it. So, when you see videos where I'm just rolling and, rolling, I'm not talking, well, you know, I'm really focusing. You know, it's not an easy thing. I've said that before. But bone thrower, that dude's badass. So enough said there. But yeah, each individual has their own, and I don't know everything, but I'm just saying each individual has a dice set for them. But to make it to the promised land, and the promised land will be here to the money, okay, to all these chips, because this is where we're at. We start here, okay. We got the dice. We get the dice. We want to eliminate that gap, but that gap, there's a big learning curve in the middle there. You guys know what I'm saying? There's a big learning curve to becoming consistent at your role and not getting frustrated and not when you're and I apologize if I've thrown some people off with so many different ways to throw the dice. I've always, since I've started, fool with other ways to throw the dice, going back to my vintage times, always, because I never could set up with the Premier grip like that. I just couldn't. Now I can. It took a long time, but finally I could. You know, but it might confuse some people because I know the Dominator and those guys are like, hey, hey, no problem, Rasta. We'll forgive you this time. We'll forgive you. Hey, you got to work, make those monies. I understand. But, you know, Dominator and those guys, you know, they feel like, you know, and I'm not saying their word is all, you know, whatever. You know, I do pay attention to Dominator. I mean, I have, you know, I have respect for Dominator and Frank Scobletti, you know, because they're not bullshitters. And anyone that's a real person, I got nothing but love and respect for you. So anyway, the point was is getting consistent and getting to the promised land to here. This is a tough little spot to get. Now, in between, you know, when you're trying to find your consistency and your range off the wall and throwing at the same spot, landing, you know, I forget what it's like to have to focus on trying to land at the same spot because it's automatic anymore. You guys know how that is. This weekend I bet 3 times and turn off and watch everyone else make money off me. Oh, yeah, yeah. You know, that's going to happen. That's going to happen, you know. Harry, yes, forgot about making points. Just make a repeatable throw, get in the zone, everything else. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, you just focus on minimal stuff. Screw the people with their drinks and all that other stuff, you know. But depending on how much you go to that casino, you know, no one asked me my opinion, but I'm going to put it out there. You know, I'm not into throwing the long rolls anymore at casinos, guys. You know, I'm not into showing them that. You know what I mean? I'm not into showing them that because it makes me nervous. Yeah, you know, you might get one off, and they're like, okay, well, whatever. But, you know, Bone Thrower said he threw for an hour, you know, the other day and was just killing it. And, you know, he's already on the map. That's just what they want, is to see him on there rolling for an hour so they can study his shit. That's exactly what I want to see. I want to see you rolling, showing your shit, showing me everything. I want to know how you roll. Oh, so I can join this up with other videotape. So he's a strong roller like that. And that just further exacerbates the situation. You know what I mean? He's like, and I'm not trying to make this whole thing about Bone Thrower, just it's a huge deal, man. It's a good example to go off of. You know, we need to learn from this. You know, we need to learn and not do the live casino, you know, because they're already going to try to push us out of the casino when we're winning on them consistently anyway. You know, and if you're out there going to a casino winning consistently at your home casino, I just wouldn't advise it, guys. I feel totally different now. I used to feel okay with, like, it was okay with, you know, a couple times at the casino, your local casino, you know, winning a couple hundred off of them, you know, each time you go. But, you know, it occurs to me, I don't have a verifiable proof yet. Yet. But I know they have bean counters counting that shit up. Now, what full prep, what FPBT was talking about, I know he had his favorite one. You know, that money adds up when you're racking them for 300. You know, each time, 300. I mean, you're talking 800,000 a week. Shit. You know, you're talking good money now. Use your sets. Oh, please. I will clarify. Using your sets. Then Premier Grip. Yeah, the 2-hour drive. Okay. So I'm going to try to understand this right, Michael. I apologize. Please, I will clarify. Staggered grips. Okay. Staggered grip. using your sets, then Premier Grip or Soft Touch using 3164, 4165. Do you like do you like those dice sets? I concentrate on making the point. Yeah, yep, yep. Changing the sets when reaching each. Oh, huh. So you're saying like as you reach different levels of your seventh to rolls ratio. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I see. Yeah, see, that's why I have to because I'm not understanding, the writing sometimes. And I apologize, guys, but we're working on it. We're going to have the systems up and running. We're going to be doing a couple phone calls. It's a horseshoe where I live. Yeah, I wanted to move to Vegas, guys. I really wanted to, and not. I'm not into all that glitz and all that crap, man. I'm really a country boy, to be honest. I flip dice, three dice sets, and now stay on one set. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Because I don't want to confuse anyone between getting to the that point that point in between here. Um, when you're working on your consistency. And when you achieve consistency or whatever it takes for you to be consistent, then change the set to along the throwing. I see, I see. Yeah, see, like when I'm throwing in a session, I won't change my dice set. I won't do that. I'll pretty much stick with the same set. Um, Only time I'll change it is after I've been throwing, I 7 out like I did that little pissant throw, record breaking. Monica Phil Baronet, and she's 9 here with us. God bless her. That's when I change my set, but I won't actually change it when I'm actually throwing because anymore. I'll throw that hardway set. That hardway set will rock for me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You got to get in. Start working with. Well, if you're consistent, I don't want to throw you off. I don't want to throw you off. Because it does. It's like a golf swing, and that kind of thing. And with all, I want to make sure I make this point, okay? That with all these different dice sets and different grips, I just put them out there for you, just like Bone Thrower. We put them out there for you. We're not saying use this, use that. Of course, to use what's going to be, more compliant with the way you roll because we all roll different. We all don't roll from the back. We all don't roll from SR1, which is a nice, soft, easy, gentle throw. My arm's a little bit long and it gets heavy. That's why I try to let it go. It gets a little heavy. So I need to throw from SR2. It's just little things like that when you first start off and you're getting going. You're not going to know for a while. You know what I mean? So, yeah, everyone throws different, and it's very important to enter the next level. We've got dice sets till days come home, and I'm gonna give them to you. What works for me for adjustments and things like that. And I want to apologize because I haven't in any of my videos came with any not new sets, but I'm using the same old 5-4-5-4, but I'm doing different grips. And I've never liked the hardway set. Rolling the hardway set is like facing death. I hate that son of a bitch. Because it's most of the time it's going to double. And if I'm throwing straight, throwing tight, it won't double. And then other times, like my throw, it's crazy. Like the other day, I was throwing sixes every single damn time. I go, dude, I recognize I was throwing sixes on every single roll. Like out of 10 rolls, I threw like one of the dice was on a 6, at least 8 of the times. It was crazy. And I was thinking about that. I said, damn, so if that's the case, you got to remember if you're doing that, there's only going to be one way you're going to 7 out. That's going to be a 6-1-7. So that means you've eliminated the 5 deuce 4-3 if you're doing that. Just keep these things in mind. You got to really study. I'm not lecturing you, but if anything you get out of this, study the dice, man. We got to enter into the next level, man. Enter into the next level, study the dice, understand that, the dice sets we give, we're just giving to you to get, to try it. You know, it's mainly the grip. Try the grip. Each person's going to have their own grip. Master one grip. And, you know, it's okay that, say if you master one grip, right? Here's how you want to do it. Don't let that grip go. Don't let it go. I'm not lecturing you, but I'm just saying, don't let it go. Uh, for me, it seems I stay in longer when I switch up. So when you switch up dice sets, you feel like you hang in there a little bit longer, Rasta? Is that's interesting. I mean, hey, if that works for you though, I'm not going to sit here and hey, if what works, do that. I show you guys what works for me, and hopefully, it rubs off, and maybe just a little piece you can add to your game. Because we're all putting our games together. You know what I mean? But that's awesome. But see right there, Rasta said for him, it seems he stays longer when he switches up. I don't know if that's the dice set or the switching up the dice set. Okay, so you guys are talking about actually switching up your dice set mid roll, and it's extending your roll. Is that what I'm understanding? Because that'd be cool. Is that a thumbs up on that one? Sorry, we might have a lag. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my computer, so it might be popping up on my phone a little bit faster than the computer here. So, okay, thank you, Michael. Nice, nice. I've never tried that. That's something I'm going to have to look into. Hey, if that works for you, brother, rock it out. Rock it out, because when I make those adjustments, I'm only depending on the adjustment to work for me for my minimum rolls of getting my money and getting the hell out of there. I'm not looking for the adjustment to go no long rolls. I don't even care about that. I can roll long rolls, and that's great. My average is high and all that, but I actually look to make the money. I look to make the money. I look to get in there, get the hell out. Which that's another thing, guys. Do that right there. If that's what works for you, Rasta, Michael Norton, that's sweet. I see I've learned something. I never, I didn't know, you know, I don't know everything. I stick with the same set. If I seven out, like my first time with the dice, the casino, or at home with my the hard way, that's when I'll know what dice set to use after that. Rolando. Also, the different table textures are a big deal. Yeah, bouncy, hard service, medium bounce. Absolutely. So you're a newbie, huh, Michael? Oh, okay. Well, hey, you're absolutely right, Rolando. You're absolutely right. The littlest of things, like making sure that you change your dice on a regular basis. Change your dice on a monthly basis. I know that's what Dominator says. At least change them on a monthly basis, because you want those guys to be sharp. Because they're going to bite. You might be at your house, and if you're throwing with old dice, that's going to, and you might be a badass, and you'll be okay, but it will, on a fractional level, affect your throwing. It might come at a time you don't want to come. You know what I mean? Because those dice are going to bite. They're going to really bite. They're going to dig into your hands more. Remember the filing system I was telling you about. That's when I became very consistent. Was when I started filing my fingers and my thumb. So that's why I shared that with you guys. That was what opened it up for me, and I was hoping that relaying that would open that up for some other people. Nice. Oh yes, Rasta. Oh yes. That's pretty cool though, that you guys are rolling and you're getting extended rolls off of changing your dice set. I'm gonna take a small little toke here real quick. I'm yapping. Anyone new out there? We haven't had everyone say hello. We've got. This is great, guys. I appreciate it. The first night we had, it was a little unannounced. It was unannounced. We're going to get better, okay? We're going to get better. You guys are seeing the raw, and this is great, because if you guys like the raw shit, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see the raw progression. Look at any of our old videos. You've seen the progression. Now we're at 1080, 80p HD, so we're moving. The last set I bought were slightly larger than last. Yeah, that's what I don't like, man. Because the local casinos, you're going to have, and that's another little trick they play. Hey, Brandon, what's up? Hey, good to see you. Killed the table today? After a 2-week lose. Hey, sorry to hear that. We're going to work on it though. Keep tuning. We're going to work on it. We're going to be doing the live stream. Once a week. I want to cover this real quick though, guys. The first week, I think we only had like 8, 8 at the tops. Then the second week we had like the second time we live streamed, I think we had like 15. So now, I think we hit like 27 or something like that. So that's positive. So I just want to thank everyone. Like I said, we're going to upgrade this where we're showing you film clips and things like that. I want to get you guys' opinions, because I think we can all help each other here and just, really grow and stay low key. Okay, so Scooter, hey, good to hear from you, Scooter. I understand. Appreciate you being here. Can't win if you don't bet. Yep, you cannot win, Brandon, if you don't bet. Hey, Joey. Hey, Joey's dad. Hey, is that Joey's dad? Joey's dad? Oh, if that's Joey's dad, thank you. Hey, we appreciate that, guys. We're going to be taking this dangerous arm. Silly. Nice. Hey, good to see you. Hey, we're doing it. Yeah. Hey, we're just doing it out here. We're doing it. We're helping people in the dangerous arm craps learn this game. We've got new people. It's definitely another way to make money. Big shout out to you, though, Joey's dad. I got nothing for love for you. You're one of my favorite, Joey's dad. You're one of my favorite. That's all I'm going to say about that. You know what I'm talking about. I love the whole family. I really do. You guys are great. But where'd I go with that? I got digressed. Sorry. Got thrown off. I know Joey's dad. He's good people. I could go on and on, but I won't. Okay, Brandon, are you done with the live vids after hearing it? Yeah. I hope not. Your identity seems concealed enough, and some slight editing to the footage makes it untraceable. I love watching. Yeah, dude spit all over the dice. Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, he was spitting on the dice, I'm telling you. When I first started out, I wasn't really into editing. Now, speaking of horse. Use it. Oh, nice. Hey, as long as you're winning that monies, that stagger grip, I'm going to tell you what. Not to digress, I want to make sure you just keep chiming in, guys. I'll digress all day. It doesn't matter. You get that stagger grip down, I'm telling you, the consistent roller is going to love that roll. Walked out with 900. Nice, Joey's dad. Good to see that. I thought you were another Joey's dad. That's interesting. Or you could be. I don't know. Hey, a lot of love, though. That's positive. That's what we want to hear. But what we really don't want to hear too much is, that stagger grip. I'm going to tell you what. It's a higher level, grip. But you really get it and you understand to throw that grip and throw it, down. I found don't throw it straight down. I don't want to throw it straight down. That's where, yes, Joey's dad. Thank you. See, that's why I want to do this. Because you guys know, we can open this wide open, man. Screw the casinos. We're going to get everyone better. It does drop in there like a rock. You got to remember, I roll with, my table is bouncy. It's bouncy. So in the tables, I try to stick with what's around this area. And it doesn't matter what the table is. Once you know how to read your dice and where the seven's coming from, then you can adjust accordingly. But, that stagger grip, it drops right in there. When you start hitting it, that sucker drops in there and it doesn't get much movement. And I know with a hard table, it's not going to get much movement. Big D. Big D. Hey, big word. Big holler at you. Big D, good to see you. Awesome vids, bro. Watch. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I like the live casino too, but it's, like I was saying, I got digressed. I'm going to make sure I give a shout out there. When I started out with this endeavor, I didn't, I wasn't on the editing. My editing now is, way, way, way better. And I actually have some videos I'm editing, but I go through periods. I want to put videos out for you on a regular basis, especially when it's something new, hot off the press. That way you guys can try it right there with me once I figure that, it is solid. So I'm not going to just come out with some bullshit. You got to stop the lie. Yeah. Go ahead, let's hear it, Joey. Joey's dad. He said, "You got to stop the live videos. Here's why. I think that's what you mean. Here's why. Let's hear it. We're all ears." You might be typing in. I'm not. It's. I remember I get a little lag here in case if you're typing. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. I can't. I'd really like to be a pro. You know what I mean? And my game is at that level, but the issue now you guys got to remember this. Now look how much I've been thinking about this. You could be good, have pro level skills, and I'm just being humble. You know, I feel my skills are at that level. And you got to remember this also. No one is going to tell you the level you're at. So you're going to have to not pat yourself on the back, but you're going to have to, you're going to have to realize where you're at. But also, as Frank Scobletti said, be humble. Humbly know where your level's at, and then you can bet accordingly. Okay, so where was I going there? All right. Yeah, the live videos. Let's say if you have the skill to go pro, okay? Meaning, you can go into any casino and make money. It doesn't matter. You might have a bad day, but that doesn't mean shit because you're killing them 9 out of 10 times. Realistically, you are going to need more like a Vegas situation. You're going to need the infrastructure. I myself, and this is the truth, I don't have the infrastructure. And yes, it is frustrating. It's frustrating. So, uh, that's why, I see that thing with Bone Throw. I'm like, oh, shit. Down to 4 casinos. Down to 4 casinos, man. That's no good. You know what I mean? Now, he had 5. Now, boom. He had 5 moneymakers. They took one of them away. So now he's got 4 in the same state. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure he'll let us know. I'm glad he's doing well and things like that. But we haven't heard from Bone Thrower. Well, thanks for trusting my word, Mr. Norton. Appreciate that. The suggestion is, I've been thinking about this, and once you get to a certain level, and you're consistently going into casinos, beating up on them, no matter where you go. It doesn't matter. Once you can roll the dice, it really doesn't matter. It's all about, dialing in at that moment. How will you play it? Will you go in and will you bet automatically on maybe a longer table than you're used to shooting on, or a shorter table? Or will you warm up and let your body naturally dial in? Because see, when you're consistent, when you become consistent, that stuff will become natural. You won't have to think about, and believe me, you won't have to think about the distance and all the tables and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It will happen naturally. I assure you, just roll your game. Don't put your money out at first, maybe just some little light bets. Find out where your rolling is and get your range first. Once you get your range, you find out how your dice are rolling. Now you're ready to operate. But hopefully okay. My phone beeped, sorry. He was baited by a troll, stopped the vid. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And if he's out there, hey, what's up, Bone Thrower? We'd, been talking about you. We heard from you. I know that's gotta be upsetting, man. That's gotta be so upsetting, man. Jeez. Yeah, hey, you're right, Big D. You're right. Punk ass trolls. And I just wasn't prepared, so I'm freestyling at this point after I went off my notes and things. But I had some, I did a lot of reading and preparing for tonight. But I just was unable to bring that literature because there's something I want to read. It's from, I have it in there on my, I've got several computers right here. I've got, multiple computers now. I've got it's like a mini office now, so I can do videos right here, but in the other room, I have the computer with it on it, the articles I was reading, and I think it's Matt Professor. And he was talking about, it was a big long article, pretty decent, and he was talking about how, you better believe they're watching you. If you're going in a casino win all the damn time. Really? You think they're not watching your ass? Now, I'm sorry, but I just get fired up, man, because shit. I mean, they're watching us more. They're playing us like we're stupid. So we got to not be stupid. We need to not, video. We just need to not videotape. You know what I mean? Because that's not good. I mean, I'm not going to, because I've got the, trolls are having I've got the phone that will go live stream, immediately as soon as I hit the button. 'Cause it's the new Motorola. It's slick and all that stuff, right? And I was excited. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then all of a sudden, it was like a godsend. All of a sudden, all this stuff popped off. All this stuff popped off and got crazy. Bone thrower, things seemed a little bit funny at the home front for Bone Thrower. Then he comes out and says he, got the walk, got the tap on the back, where they shut you down. They are tight. I used to only think they were really super tight. I knew they were tight on dice count, or card counting, like kick you out and like really hardcore on it. But it seems to me they're pretty hardcore on the craps too, guys. So I'm just saying you got to be careful. Got to be careful with that on the craps. Or I was going there. Sorry, digressed. Oh, so Mad Professor was saying yes. They're definitely watching you. If you're going and win. So if you're going into the same casino winning all the time, think about that. Maybe you're a little bit sloppier than you want to be. And we all have to admit these truths to ourselves. Once we achieve a certain level, if we're in there making money, we don't want to be in there like we're all cute and shit, sitting there for hours banging them out, or even an hour. That's just me. That's just me, though. I'm just saying, I don't think you should be in there more than shit. 15 minutes to half an hour. Yeah, I said it. 15 minutes to half an hour, I said it, okay? Bullshit. They're coming after us. It's bullshit. They're trying to shut us down. We work our asses off here. On the table. On the felt. On the carpet. Whatever you want to call it. We work our asses off for hours, man. We build these tables. Yeah, DJ, yeah. He was showing everyone how to win with skill. Yeah, absolutely. But, he mentioned something about a troll, DJ, Thunder. He mentioned something about one of the troll, or someone mentioning, hey, well, it was his fault that, all the shit's fucked up and all that now. And that's bullshit. It's not his fault, nothing. Like he said, Boston Dice they already faded Boston Dice in the first place. They already got him anyway. And they're trying to play, they really, I think we're doing a kingpin deal on Bone Thrower. We hope that, I'm not going to give any ideas out. Let's just put it that way. Sometimes take, yeah, absolutely. I went this morning for 4 people table and shot twice in an hour. Right, you're right. Well, what I'm saying is when you really achieve an elite level of controlling the dice, like you've seen some of these rolls where I'll roll 10 times and, like 4 points, that crazy shit and all that. Now, if you're going in there, I don't regularly do that, but it will be, like once you guys have seen my videos, that's the way it happens. Once I start throwing the numbers, it'll it's like a foundation. It's weird. It's like a foundation gets laid of what I throw. Then I marvel at what I throw next because it'll just land on like 9, 9, 9, or 6, 6, 6. When you're throwing signature numbers over and over and over, they're watching that. They're going to see that. You're going to see the same dealers and stuff like that. I'm just saying, once you get to that level where, you're dangerous, I'm just saying, if you're on vacation, that's one thing, whatever. But if you're your local yokel, and that's where you're eating at on a regular basis, I don't suggest it. What's my question to you guys is if you're, let's say if you're me, I hate to put myself in there. I can't. We're going to use Bone Thrower or the Dom. Let's say one of these guys. What would be the point of getting noticed? Because you're eventually going to get noticed. But that's really going to get you noticed, and get you kicked out of, I guess why would you want to get your face out there? You know what I mean? Once you achieve a certain level of dice control, consistency, like you see here, you see Bone Thrower, that kind of thing. Why would you want to be on the table for any amount of time too longer than making like your goal should be making money fast and getting the hell out of there. It should be. I mean, it really should be because of the tech. You know, they do not want you winning all the time, and you're in there winning most of the time. You want to make your money. They don't want you to make that money all the time because they've got bean counters realizing like, oh, well, hold on a second. Shit, they're taking us for 800 a week. Hey, that's nothing to sleep on. Now, I don't know what kind of money you guys have, but the bottom line is add that money up. That's good money when you're only working for 15 minutes. You only got the dice for 15 minutes. You know, whatever. You know, so I'm just saying, putting it out there. Once you achieve a certain level, I just think that, you know, guys like us, you know, we need to hide out in the shadows and let other guys do their thing, and we bet on those other guys. That's just my personal opinion, guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Once you achieve a certain level of dice control, an elite level where you know you can go in, you can blast off. It doesn't matter the casino, hard table, soft, short, long. It doesn't matter. You know how to adjust the dice. You know how to roll the dice. Are you going to want them? Because now you've become like a very high level hacker. Hey, welcome everybody. We now hit over 30, guys. We've hit over 30. I promised myself I wouldn't go long, but whatever. We're going to rock out for another probably 15. This is good. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know the cameras that we use, and you know, I seen camera the other day, it was like 24 megapixels. They've got slow motion, fast motion, all this motion. We don't know what their millions and billions of dollars in that industry are doing collaborating with each other. Oh yeah, absolutely they can see it. Absolutely. Let's see, Harry. I just got back from Vegas. Oh, good. After a few throws of the dice, I had the stick man tell me they marked me. What? They had a pit boss on me, watching me like a hawk every time. Hey, oh, what? Whoa. Hey, this is why we're gonna get the phone calls going, guys, because we need to talk about this. Yeah, win, lose, or draw. You're right. That's the game we play. But how well will we let them know us? It's better to let them get that information slowly, little bits at a time, than just getting big chunks at it, I think, in my opinion. Brandon, dice setting is the new card counting. Oh, are you shitting me? I think it'll be banned eventually. It takes much more practice than just putting fives on top and tossing, so a lot of people lose faith. This is true. Word up. Hey, Richard, I don't think we hollered at you yet. Good to see you. Yes. We'll keep that low key. I'm not going to repeat that, though. I won't repeat that, but everyone should read what Richard Gardner just said. I would definitely read what he just said right there. If you guys are on a computer, that kind of thing. All they need is an infrared filter. They can see it all from. Yeah, you better believe it. They have technology we have no idea about. That's why I want to get in there, bang them for 15 minutes, and I'm out. You know, that it's like, because think about it. If you're in there hitting them real quick, and it does limit your play to play when there's select crowds, because you're not going to want to be in there just sitting around the table letting them just see how you look, letting their algorithms and their computers. I'm just putting it out there, you know what I mean? They're doing it. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the way you do it. That's the way. I always wanted what Mr. Gardner was saying. I always wanted, but there's not many people around here that they're with with dice control, and they don't believe it. They think it's a fraud. Like a lot of these people online, they're haters. They tried it. They can't figure it out. That kind of thing. They can't figure out that anything worthwhile takes time. And the bottom line is if you guys are brand new to dice setting and you have not been throwing the dice for like 2 months, it's going to take you, I think, 6 to 8 weeks I think it's 6 to 8 weeks to really lock in your muscle memory. So remember that with each and every grip. It's going to take 6 to 8 weeks, guys, to lock in that memory. Your muscle memory from your mind to your arm, where it's just automatic. Yeah, oh, it does help tipping the dealers to stay hidden to a degree. This is true. Now, hold on. Let's go back to who who was it? It was DJ. You said they marked you in Vegas? Oh no, it was you, Harry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Was that you, Harry, that said you just got? That's right. It was you. I apologize. Computer's going funny here. Damn it. Hold on. What's it doing? Ah, hold on here. Hold on. Let me get it back here where it gets the very. Okay. They told me as long as this is from Harry Allen. They told me as long as someone didn't throw a couple of G's on table on me. Oh yeah, see, that's another thing, brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. There's so many angles we got to discover. We are not going to cover it all tonight. This is why this is going to be the new platform, and I'm going to get it where we're going to have Bone Thrower as a guest on our show too, so you guys will be able to chat with me and Bone Thrower. We're going to get it. We're going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. We're going to do it. Believe me, I'm going to do it for you guys, and we're going to figure this out, and we're going to be the underground army. Out here controlling the dice. It just is the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's okay. We're not doing anything illegal. We're just making a living. I mean, so what? Honestly, Brandon, I didn't think it was real until I stumbled across Full Press. Then I read Stanford Won't. Oh, yes, Stanford Won't's Right book, and I was sold. Then I binged Crypto Wolf, CK, and Boston Dice, and here we are. I got a, let's see here. How many hours of practice till you think you can increase your... Okay, I'll answer that in a second. Michael Norton, do you think that... hey, good to see you got on it, though, Brandon. Welcome, that's good. Michael Norton, do you think that the subs are going to be harassed in all this videotaping? Should the subs of Bone Thrower unsubscribe from Bone Thrower, I believe, in his skills, but no need for... No, I don't think it's going to be subscribers, because, heck, I mean... anyone can subscribe. I mean, you got people from the casino, subscribing to Bone Thrower, because they're tapping into him. They're just they're tapping into dude. They're watching dude. He's marked. He's marked, and that really sucks, man. That sucks because their computers can link up nationwide, man. Hey, how many hours till? Oh, okay. Hey, Albert, good to see you. First hearing from you. I live in Vegas. I'm not forgetting about you, Brandon. I see you right here. Hold on here. Albert's, new. I live in Vegas. As long as both dice hit the back wall, they won't bother. That's good. And as long as you probably don't take too much time setting the dice, fidgeting with them and all that, I imagine. Yeah, I agree, too. I agree. I think there should be a set, yeah, I do, too. I agree, Michael. I agree. Funny loss. That's right. Hey, absolutely, man. We love Full Press. That's right. How many hours from Brandon Arnett? How many hours of practice do you think you can increase your SRR? It's really hard to. Of course, I don't claim to know everything, but it's really hard to put a finger on that. They say 10,000 hours, and I'm not trying to discourage anyone, but they say 10,000 hours after that you're considered an expert. Um, uh, you'll start to see signs of, things that you didn't see before. And you'll go, oh, did I just throw that? Hold on a second. Whoa. And then you'll catch yourself throwing stuff you haven't thrown before. But when you catch yourself thinking that, quit thinking. Get to throwing. And that's when you're going to be growing. Did you catch that one? I'm glad this is on video. Because that right there is how you grow in this game. I'm telling you right now, because mentally, you're going to have to grow to where you can... There's so many times where I'll be throwing, like, let's say if you're not used to certified. Hey. Went to a casino in Shreveport last week, lay in the chair, sat. I had to hit, said I had to hit the back wall first before the felt. Is that true or does it depend? Oh, wow. Well, that's why we have the wall crasher. Hey, we'll just go wall crasher on them. But no, I haven't heard of that. That's new. This is what I'm talking about. This is great. I haven't heard of that. Damn, man. They will come up with any kind of tricks. Yeah, that's the first I've heard of that. When the dice look like the Matrix, you hit the... yeah. I'm in the Midwest though. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. She was tripping. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. The best thing is to do is to tip them. You know, is to tip the crew. And I have no issues with the crew. I have no issues with the crew, and I'm always cool with everyone. My issue is with the casino itself not allowing us to feed. They're feeding on us. Why can't we eat? I mean, out of 1,000 people, they're going to have shit at least 900 that are losers. And I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, they just lose a lot more than they're, considered advantage players. And when you get marked, that's not cool because they know that you're an advantage player. That's not a good thing. It might be on the underground to go, oh yeah, I got my little rat. Nah, fuck that. I'm not even into that. I don't want none of that shit. I don't want them to see me, no nothing. They're already going to get data on us from rolling our rolls. That's why, hey, I'll dip out at 20. I will. I'm not going to show them any big rolls, man. When you're real serious about making that monies, you know what I mean? And you're going to slip in a couple hundred on them real quick, hit them for 2 or 3, pull it off, and, play it off. Throw some stupid little crapper bets out there like Dominator and Scobletti talk about, because you're going to need to do these things once you get so good. You're going to have to throw out weird bets and little stupid shit. You're totally going to have to not be yourself is what we're getting into here. Okay? Because you've become this dice controller who's a crazy person with the dice. Everyone wants to bet on you. Okay? I want to bet on you. You know what I mean? I want to make money. Plus, it helps me to be low key, making money off other people. And that's another angle, But we don't want to wear out our welcome. We don't want to wear out our welcome, guys. I mean, I don't mean to lecture you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. This is nice. Michael. Okay. Yeah, stop thinking, start throwing. That's right. That's exactly right. Because when, I digress, the last point on that, there's so many times when, just going, we're going real fast here. There's a lot of times I'll be throwing, and I'll hit like 5, 5. Like the other day, I was throwing nothing. I was throwing high junk. I had like 4 or 5 junk over here, and then only number I was throwing was a 9. I only could hit a 9, man. I was crushing that 9. When you start seeing yourself do that, you start to think while you're rolling. Quit the thinking because you're growing. You're growing. You're actually growing. But I understand though, because you're first going to be like, whoa, what's this? I've never done this. I've never thrown these repeaters. Whoa, this is what Dangerous Harmon, Bone Thrower talk about. This is what they, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because that's the same thing I did personally myself with, I seen in the books, I always see in the books how these guys are throwing repeater numbers. And, early on, I wasn't throwing repeaters. I didn't have, it wasn't, on. And now I do that. And I remember going through that period where I started throwing them and I had those thoughts like, oh. And as soon as I started thinking, well, then I 7 out. And as soon as I quit thinking, that's when my SRR grew. So I hope that answered your question on that one. True that. Joey's dad, stop thinking and start growing. That's when you grow. Put down, that's right. I like that. Michael Norton was in Vegas. Fingers start sweating. You teach in my pocket to touch. Okay, John. And pit boss scurried around the corner to view what I was doing. Acted like I was. Oh, okay. Well, when you do that, just put your hand in your pocket. Like you're just like that's what you do. That's just what you do. You put your hand in your pocket. Because you're. It's kind of like that's your nervous habit. Make that your nervous habit. You know what I mean? Whatever you do, you just kind of want to do it, and that kind of thing. Because I use the chalk, and it's no big deal. It's not, I don't think it's a big deal at all. Because you're going to put, your hands in your pocket, especially if you have a cell phone. You might have a watch in your pocket. Something like which that's good to have. And you can pull the watch out, and in that way they can see you. Pulling a watch out, and whatever. Enough said. You guys got that. Okay, Brandon, appreciate it. Good seeing you, brother. Harry always tip the crew. We'll be back next week, Brandon. Thanks, buddy. Danger song. Put them on the pass line. Give them some. That's right. Put them on the pass line. Let them roll with you. Then they're not going to sweat you. Then they're not going to push the dice back funky on some stupid 7, which that's a bad thing if they ever do that. Joey's dad. Now I got a problem here with the casino marking you because I have been playing for a long time, 20 years plus. That's nice. Have a big SRR, awesome, and play every weekend and never have had a problem. Well, that's good. That's good. Um, yeah, they do work for tips too. This is true. They don't get paid dick. So that's always good to tip the crew guys. I mean, I stand firmly for that. I mean, please tip the crew. That's a positive thing to do. Um, that is what it was told. They labeled me a shooter. Oh, yeah, and the pit boss was always talking to me. Other than that, I had no problems. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why you want to. That's why we have all these funky grips, guys. That's why we have all these funky grips. That's when I, really started getting into them. So that way, you can just grab the dice any old way and, you know, just throw them down there. I mean, and you're going to have to learn that. You remember the sniper grip. You guys weren't feeling that too much, and I understand. But now the sniper grip's really coming in hand, see, because they're going to push the dice down to you. And you're going to have to be able to set them real quick and play it like you're like just some dice setter and just flip them down there. It's going to look like you're flipping them down there, but you're throwing a controlled throw. That's why that throw is for. So it looks like you're just a dice setter, and you grab them, but you're actually doing a controlled throw. You know what I mean? You're doing a controlled throw, working on and all that stuff. So, but that's why I showed that sniper grip, if you guys remember that one. Well, an hour and 41. Woo! Hey, I hope everyone had a good time. Learned a lot. We didn't hear from Bone Thrower. He's low key right now. I'd be low key too. Even if he was watching, it's good he didn't holler. We're not upset about it. It ain't no biggie. I mean, he needs to go deep cover anyway. Hats, ID, grow the facial hair out. I mean, everything. Grow a big Horseshack beard and, quit walking the same way in these casinos and doing the same mannerisms. Betting the same way. Bet differently. Throw your chips down different. Okay, good question. Well, the live stream schedule. Oh man, it's more of a freestyle schedule. I do want to get on a solid schedule for you guys, so that way you can tune in if you want to check it out. We appreciate that. Tell everybody as well. I don't know, man. What's today? Tuesday. I want to because I don't go to the casinos on the weekends. There's too many people. I don't and I have to stand in the casino too long. And then they're sitting there getting me on film. I don't like that. So the reason I went to the casino those times was to give you guys live footage. But I'm not into that. So I think Rasta. See, he had that happen in his practice session last night. He was throwing for a nice good while, and all of a sudden, he seen was 9 after 9. Yep. Start thinking about it. Yeah, you 7-9. Exactly. You were hot. Man. That's the zone. That's the zone. That's the zone right there. You were in the zone, but your mind was like, oh, look at this. No. Because you were throwing automatically. You probably got in a nice little rhythm of throwing, setting the dice, and hitting in the same spot over and over and over. What we call a rhythm type roller. Rhythmic type roller, controller. Which is, that's where you want to be. And that's what happens when you're throwing that, man. That's nice. I hope everyone that's on here got that. Because that right there, you can't put a price tag on that. What Rasta just said. He said, Rasta, PV Craps PG says, I had that happen in his practice session where he's rolling and rolling. Not thinking, setting the dice I supposed to. Last night, he was throwing for, he was throwing for a nice good while. And all of a sudden, he seen was 9 after 9 after 9. He seen all those 9s start tripping out like shit. Not tripping, but start thinking like, whoa, look at all these 9s. You know what I mean? And that's where you can extend into longer rolls if you don't think about it. That's where you're naturally going into a zone because you're not thinking about anything other than what you were supposed to be thinking about, which when you do that and you're concentrating, you slip into, it's kind of like a hypnotic kind of, like a trance kind of state where you're just rolling and rolling. Then you become, I call it this. I tell my wife, I feel like I become this little. You know, I'm in this big body, but I become this little man, and I'm like this little figure controlling everything, and I just don't want to control anything. I just want to let go and let my body do what I've practiced on doing. That's the muscle memory. Everything you've been doing, practicing, it'll happen. It'll happen. But when it happens, like Rasta said, don't think, because then you'll 7 out. Hey guys, sorry I didn't do a little more rolling. I think I'm not going to do much rolling on these. I think what I'll do is show actual. Thanks, Roland. Appreciate that. See you next time. We're going to be out here in about 2 minutes. Um, I will be showing that. I won't be doing. This will be more of the platform. I won't. Probably be rolling and taking numbers. I might roll and be like, hey, I'll say the numbers, hey, a 7 down or whatever, and just kind of roll so you can see how I'm rolling. But I won't actually, get down to the nitty gritty of things. Damn, do you see that rollout? Look at that. Jeez, 314. I won't actually get down to the nitty gritty of focusing, rolling hard, because that's not my role. Where I'm rolling and I'm talking a bunch. That's not a roll for me. So this is what I'll do. I'll just roll like this, as I'm, going, show them whatever. If I 7 out, it doesn't matter, because whatever, man. You guys got the point. Shit, my concentration isn't on the rolling as much as it is on you guys and the questions I can answer the best I can for you. Help you get to a winning level consistently. Speaking of nines, funny. Green chip it. Okay, Joey's dad. I know it sounds strange, but when I focus on my landing zone, I forget what I just threw, and the dealers have to tell me. Then I know I'm. Yeah, that happens a lot. That's good, man. That's good. That's good business. I remember one time I was marking my dice, or marking with chips. And I had chips, and I had, say this is a rack. I was marking them in a rack, building them up. And he counted, by the time I was finished, I was at like 28 or 30. He already had them counted for me. I said, well, you got to be kidding me. The PV in my name stands for positive vibes. P stands for, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Looks like we got a 12 hard on that one. 12 hard, you know what I mean? 12. So that's the roll we'll be doing. Some people might not care for, just the talking, but when I'm talking, I want to be concentrating 100% on, what you guys are talking about on the chat, what I'm trying to convey to you, because I want to do everything I can to get you guys where you want to be. But hey, guys, CK Dangerous Arm, it was fun. We did it. What do you guys think? Should I give like a 2-hour upfront deal when we're going to go live stream, or what do you think? Me too, Harry. Nice. We need to keep this. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. And we're going to get the phone system going, guys. That way, we can have call-ins and, that kind of thing. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. That way we can be very clear, concise. We can get our stories out, and, we'll condense this to where it's a little tighter right now. We're, working it out. We're stretching it up. We didn't mean to go 2 hours, nowhere near. I promised I wasn't going to go more than an hour. But I enjoy myself with you guys. You guys are, doing it. I appreciate you guys' time. You guys got any more questions before we get out of here? Hey, thanks, Rasta and Joey. Appreciate that. Please make it interactive. Well, please elaborate. What do you mean interactive? I just might feel a practitioner might funny. Hey, do it, Rasta. Do it. Hey, if you don't do it to put it up on the internet, do it for yourself. That's originally how I started. I did it for myself so I could study my own roles. Then I became unselfish and was like, well, maybe I should share this with other people. I'm not saying that anyone out there selfish. I just felt like, well, hell, let me share this with keep this up. Me too, Eric. Please, interactive. I just might. Okay. Thanks, Scooter. Thank you. 1 hour notice is great. Okay. Appreciate that. Heads up on that, Scooter. 1 hour notice. Appreciate that. We will take note of that. That's what we're going to be doing. Joey's okay. Right. Okay. You roll and let us bet. Hey, that would be nice. That would be nice. It wouldn't be much talking. I'm sorry, but I absolutely appreciate that, Michael. Um, Mr. Norton. Well, looks like we stretched this thing out close to 2 hours. I can't believe it. My goodness, you guys are. We're doing it. Yeah, make sure you get out there practice whatever grip you're using. Stick with that grip if it's working for you. But I wanted to tell you also before we get out of here, if you're using a grip, uh, try not to be, as I've been in the past, hard-headed about sticking with dice sets or dice grips. Because you might just need to change your set or that grip or a grip for the day, and then you'll be smooth sailing, throwing nice, whatever your average is, top of your average and increasing. Believe me. A lot of times it's just an adjustment. Now, I will admit, it's rare that I have. I'm humbly saying this, a bad day, but it's normally when it's just going to happen. It's going to happen. You might be having a problem finding which dice throw you want to throw, or your dice set for that day. I just always think it comes back to that dice set or how you're setting the dice up in your hand in that grip. I feel that way. Okay, my chat disconnected. Well, that must mean it's time to roll, guys. Phone cut off. That phone over there. Appreciate you guys. Sorry if you guys are coming in late now. We dropped down from 30. We started out at 8, our first one. Our second live stream, we got up to, I think, 12 to 18. This one, we got up to 30. Okay, Joey's dad. Good seeing you. Hey, we'll see you next time. Let's see, Rasta. Just glad I made the live feed. I thought I was going to miss it. No. Good job. Glad you made it. We'll see everyone next time. Again, we made it up to 30 on this one. I think in the 30s. We'll have things a little bit tighter next time. We'll have some discussions and topics. I know we're going to do this once a week. I can commit to once a week because I have a lot to say for the one time a week. And we're going to work on the phones because I want to get you guys' opinions and your input. You guys, have a lot to offer, and we appreciate that. Hey, see you next time, Loss. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate that. Glad we didn't go too long for you guys. Hey, we're signing off, guys. CK Dangerous Arm. We'll see you next time. Sorry if you came in late. We'll give you an hour notice next time. It'll be next week. We might do a transmission Friday or Saturday, sometime on the weekend, because we don't go to the casino. Casino's on the weekend. We'll stay safe. We'll stay safe, Michael. You guys stay safe, too. We'll see you next time. Dangerous Arm Crafts. Thanks for viewing, guys.